Okay, now I'm on the next page, page 156, so join me there, please. Okay, so let's take a look on this page. Our number 1, 2,800 divided by 7. What basic fact can we use? Well, 2,800, I notice in front there's a 28, and 28 is very compatible with 7. So the basic fact I'm finding is 28 divided by 7. 2,800 is 28 hundreds, because see the 8, the last number is in the hundreds place. So it's 28 what? 28 hundreds. And then 28 hundreds divided by 7, or we can think of it as 28 divided by 7 is 4. For what? Well, what we started out with, 4 hundreds. And then we can write that out as the number form, or the basic form, 400. Okay. Now same type of thing on number 2, except now it's 280 instead of 2,800, but again I'm still seeing the 28 in front and the 7, so I'm going to use the same basic fact, 28 divided by 7. 280 equals 28. Well, now this time the last number, the 8, is in the tens place, so it's 28 tens. And 28 tens divided by 7 equals 4 what? Well, what were we dividing? Tens, so it's going to be 4 tens. So notice on both problems, up here it was 2,800, so our answer was 4 hundreds. Here it was 28 tens, so our answer is 4 tens. And we can write 4 tens as 40. Okay. Now, let's look down at 3, 4, and 5, and we're going to basically do the same thing. We don't have to write out all the steps, but that's just so you can see kind of basically what's going on. But really, when we look at this, we see there's 1 0 here, so I can think about getting rid of that and having 36 divided by 6 is 6. And then that 0 that I took off, I now have to add to the end of my answer, 60. Okay. Now 4 is a little tricky. Some people might want to instantly just say, oh, take out all the zeros. Well, 2 divided by 5. Can I do 2 divided by 5? Can 5 go into 2? Well, it could, but it would be a decimal or a fraction, and we're not quite there yet. Not quite. That's chapter 6, 7, and 8. But if I do look at this as 20, so I'll keep that first 0 and just get rid of the back 2 zeros. So again, I've taken 2 zeros away. Okay, but I'm going to use 20 divided by 5. Now that's going to be nice. 5 goes into 20 4 times, and then I took 2 zeros away, so now I have to add my 2 zeros back to the end of my answer, 400. And remember, again, you can always, once you got your answer, your quotient, it's not a bad idea to check your answer by doing the opposite of division, which is multiplication. And to do that, you take your quotient, 400, multiply it by your divisor, 5, and then see if you get your dividend again. Well, here 5 times 4 is 20. Add my 2 zeros. I'm back at 2,000, which is what my dividend was, so this problem checks out as correct. So don't forget, you can always go back and check those answers by doing the opposite of whatever the function was. In this case, the opposite of division, multiplication. All right, last one. Let's look at 4,500 divided by 9. Again, nice basic fact, compatible numbers, 45 and 9. I know that's going to work nicely. I'm getting rid of 2 zeros, so I'm going to have to put 2 zeros on the end of my answer over here. So 45 divided by 9 is 5, and then I took those 2 zeros off, so I add them to the end, 500. And again, check my answer, take my quotient, 500, the answer, multiply it by the divisor, 9, and see if I end up with my dividend. So 9 times 5 is 45. Add my 2 zeros, and sure enough, I'm right back to that dividend of 4,500. All right, hope everything's clear. Again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to raise your hand. Come to the back table, see me. You can also rewatch the videos, pause, use your time wisely and think about what's going to be best for you to learn the material. Focus, can-do attitude, take initiative, and listen. Thanks again.